Alright. So, yeah, I think I'm going to make good time here, unless this takes forever. I really like this soup. Oh, I also put almond milk in my ramen. As a, just to top it off. Gives it a little bit of creaminess. Milk, in general. Almond milk also works. And yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah. Oh, Star Citizen. You know what Star Citizen also needs, and I think desperately needs? So I mentioned my Argo Imps, or Imp, idea. And, I kinda like the idea of it being a two-seater with the, left and right. And, with left and right seating like you would see in, like, a sports car or something. I think that there should be a bunch of starter ships from every manufacturer that has, like, is basically just a hover car, and then, is a hover car, and then the starter ship is a more expensive version of it that has a quantum drive. And, you know, can go in atmosphere and fly around and stuff. There can be multiple things. Having a snub, like if Aegis made a starter ship, and my definition of starter ship in Star Citizen being, you know, like it comes with a $45 game package, and eventually it'll be $60. Eventually it will, or maybe 70. I don't know. Fuck. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't mind that. But that's your thing, right? It's the thing you gotta consider. But yeah, transports are definitely one thing. I think the starter ships, the thing that I'm so concerned with on that is, like, there's not enough ships that just, like, have some extra seating for your buds. The closest thing is the Pisces, and, like, well, the Pisces doesn't come with a $45 game package. And, like, honestly, you can't get, like, too much less in terms of features than a Pisces. I mean, I guess you could take out the cargo. Yeah, you could take out the cargo. But, yeah. I also think that, honestly, yeah, if you had a hover truck or a hover car that, you know, could also function as a snub, and or also have a quantum drive and function as, you know, a starter ship, that would be a great way to, like, tie in the ground gameplay, because, yeah, I mean, fuck it, if, like, okay, if I can, like, you know, if I can buy this thing that's just a little runabout, like, I can have, you know, a flying Toyota Corolla that, you know, like, yeah, I can have my large ship, and then I can, you know, have my crew of 4, and, you know, if something happens, we have a, you know, backup vehicle, and we can also use it, you know, just like, hey, like this, you know, the pilot's gonna stay with the ship, or we're gonna send 3 people down, to do a ground mission, and, you know, the pilot can fly back around when needed, or whatever, and then you can also have, you know, on the ground, oh hey, there's an NPC who's driving around on their hover truck. carrying some cargo and all that jazz. I think that, in addition to that, transports are extremely important. Like, the 2019 CitizenCon demo, there was a gameplay, there was a mission a multi-part mission that hasn't surfaced in the game, and probably won't for a very long time, in any shape or form. But, like, they used a Valkyrie as a transport, which is absolutely fine. Understandable and reasonable. But it's a very big ship. It's a very large ship. Very expensive ship. And I'm just thinking, like, just a shuttle, it doesn't have to be 20 seats, but just, like, no cargo, maybe a little bit of cargo, but let's say for the sake of argument, no cargo. And just 20 seats. And, you know, a front, and then, you know, just a front cockpit cabin thing. And, you know, maybe you have some variants, like, oh, instead of it being seats, you sacrifice some internal space for larger fuel tanks, and also it's got living space and maybe some scanners or whatever, and maybe it's got a little bit of cargo. I'm thinking of, like, okay, take an MPUV, have the main body be this, you know, sort of modular thing. It's either, you know, just a giant bus, or it's a living cabin or whatever. And then on the top of it is a cargo grid. You know, it's like, maybe more than 32, maybe a 32 SCU box, maybe a 32 and a 16 SCU box, so 48. Maybe 64, I don't know. Yeah, I think something like that. I think that would be amazing. Be kind of hilarious. Maybe a bit impractical, admittedly, but I don't know. Until next time, have a good day. Great day even. Chowskis.